Welcome back to Grandma Sims. Don't forget to download the shell of this house from the gallery and follow along. Let's decorate and have some fun. Welcome to our new build. Today we are working on this converted factory. I really wanted to do something in businesses and hobbies that was going to be all high-tech, but also cozy, very open to collaboration and very open to inspiration. So today we're going to start with our cafe, and there is going to be a rooftop lounge that goes with that. I know this exploded a while ago. Google did it and Facebook did it. A couple other places. They went with open workplace designs, feeling that this was going to be a more collaborative effort with employees, more creativity, just inspiring people to really think outside of the box. And that's what I'm going for here. It's a little, it's kind of gone to the wayside now. Since COVID and everybody worked at home, people are just barely getting back into actually working in a group environment. Still a lot of people working from home. But for the Sims, I think this works. We want a lot of Sims walking about, interacting with each other, and this environment works for that. So, because this is a converted factory, I'm going for a very industrial vibe with all of my furniture, this old plank flooring, which I'm putting throughout, and of course the exposed brick walls. Now, I like these bricks because it looks like it's the outside of the brick building, but they tried to whitewash it or paint it or something, so it still gives that brick vibe. Now you may notice the lighting in here right now is not good, and that's because of these open stairs. I have these open stairs going up to that rooftop lounge, and as much as I tried to get the lighting in the cafe to work, of course it was never gonna work, ever, even though I tried to force it. And trust me, I took that, none of that's in this video, so you won't see my frustration. But eventually we're gonna fix the stairs, fix the lighting, and everything is gonna be great. So just wait for that. Over in this corner, I put a little bulletin board, you know, what's going on activity-wise in the building, things people can do to get together and collaborate. So that cafe, they're very commonplace now. Coffee bars and cafes, and I mean, they even have cat cafes. I know that quite a few of those are coming out. But they weren't always, I mean, coffee wasn't always a big, huge thing. I can say that the coffee culture didn't actually really start to explode until like the 1990s. And then it took off. I mean, before that, there were builds like this. So in the 70s, it would have been considered bohemian. They would have taken an old factory or an old building and turned it into a cafe, they would have had mismatched furniture. It would have been more vibrant, more colorful, and it was more for artists, and they had their own thing going on. So you can definitely take this build in that direction. That would not be a wrong way to go. So instead of matching furniture like I have here, you could totally go with that bohemian feel in this factory. Just putting some greenery in. We love our greenery. I love this, what do you want to call it? It's not a picture, it's, I don't know, a wall decal. And I love all the swatches that come with that one. Just trying to figure out where to put some more greenery. Also put the chalkboard up behind the cafe menu. Not that the Sims care what's on the menu. I think, oh, we're going to decorate this little corner. I went with some older, on this little table over here, I'm going to put just some older looking items that maybe were around when this factory was in use. So there's an abacus. Put some magazines in, and I believe I put the old camera on that table also. Just things that make it feel like those were probably around maybe when this factory was in production, and you know, the new owners kept some of those mementos around to show, you know, what it was and what it is now. Now we're going to move up here to this rooftop lounge here in a second. Oh, first we're going to do this outside garbage area. You can mark this when you play as employees only, which is what I did. And it's just a garbage area. You can have as little or as much garbage as you want back here. I did put in a dumpster and a garbage bin. And you can clutter it up as much as you want as far as garbage goes. It's a garbage area. There's no right or wrong. There's what you want, how you want it. So I put that here. Once we're done with this garbage area, we are going to move to that rooftop lounge. The rooftop lounges, they're everywhere now. I believe, I don't think we have a rooftop lounge here where I live, but I know we do have some sidewalk cafes. I think we might have one or two rooftop lounges. Wow, haven't been to a rooftop lounge in years, so I would have to actually look. But they didn't become, rooftop lounges didn't actually become popular until New York City changed their zoning laws. They did that early to mid 1960s. They changed those zoning laws, and that made it easier for businesses to have rooftop lounges. And then, of course, if they do it in New York, it becomes very popular, and we get them everywhere. So we have rooftop lounges everywhere. Now in The Sims, we can have a rooftop lounge anytime we want, and we don't have to worry about zoning laws. So I really wanted, I've been to a couple places, and we see this a lot with all the lights And I really wanted that for this rooftop lounge, was all these lights, and it does light up very nice at night. It's very pretty. Of course, we're putting in a bar, industrial again, industrial bar, industrial chairs. I'm not sure. Obviously, they can order juice from the bar. I'm not sure. I would have to check on this one because some bars you can do snacks and drinks, and some of them you can just do drinks. So I'd have to check on that with this one. If you want both, you're going to want to pick a different bar than this one. But of course, I'm going for that industrial vibe in my decorations up here. Going to put in a little seating area. Love this wicker furniture for up here. Outdoorsy. You know, if it rains and wicker furniture gets wet, it's okay. I'm going to put in that little table with the fire pit in the middle. This is just a great place. You can have your Sims come here, sit together, talk, get to know each other. I know we have laptops in the game, but we have to put them on tables. I wish that we could have Sims sit like in a place like this and have their laptop actually in their lap. It's kind of in the name. It's a laptop. I mean, that's where my laptop goes, in my lap. I'm not confined to a table, but the Sims are. Put a little music up here. So as far as businesses and hobbies goes, these two areas can provide you with a few activities for your Sims. Listening to the music and dancing would be one. Getting drinks at the bar would be another. And then, of course, downstairs in the cafe, the eating and the drinking would be another activity. So in these two spaces, you have quite a few things that you can pick from for how you want to run your business. I'm going to put some greenery up here. You will see in a minute my OCD is going to kick in because I really wanted all of these to be lined up and in order and symmetrical and all of those things that are required for plants, apparently, in my world. So if you wanted to have your business open at night, you could just have this part of it open and they can come here and hang out at night. I want to make sure that you get the whole vibe of this build. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and like so that you can finish all of this build. This is a very cool build and you're going to want to see it all. So I did change out the lights here and put them around the outside. Mainly for me, it was for gameplay purposes. If you leave them the way they were, that's awesome. It is totally the vibe that we're going for with this rooftop. For me, it was a matter of them getting in the way during gameplay and having to bounce around them. I tested that out a little bit. That's why I changed them. Feel free to pick whichever version you like the best and go with that. I would have liked to have kept all the lights, but again, my gameplay, I didn't. But I still love these lights up here and they still look gorgeous at night. Now having this lounge up here is another great way for Sims to hang out, be creative, get some fresh air, look out over the water, and totally conducive to a work environment. It's too bad that they had to go away. I mean, it would be nice if we could still have those things, but we can't. So this is where I took the stairs out. Yes, the lighting in the cafe was more important than the open stairs, and I would have liked to have made that work out. And trust me, off video, there was a lot of me trying to work it out. A lot. Probably way too much. Probably way too obsessive. So I'm going to turn this little area over here into another seating area with some chairs. Just a nice little area. You can have your Sims come sit and, maybe meet that special other Sim that you've been waiting for or looking for. Or maybe it's just a work thing. We're going to hang out here, look down on the garbage, apparently. I didn't realize that's what the view is. I just saw it there. You can look down on the garbage. That's freaking hilarious. I didn't see that when I was putting the chairs in. That is funny. But yeah, look at that. You can see the garbage. Oh, great thinking, dummy. So you put something else here if you don't want to look down on the garbage. That's funny. So with the stairs gone in the cafe, of course, the lighting, it's much, much better. You can tell. And we're going to fix the cafe up. Having this corner ended up giving us more space to do more things, more clutter, make it feel, actually more clutter made it feel cozier. And for some reason, when I took out the stairs, it took out my couches. Because that makes complete sense in The Sims, that you take out the stairs and your couches disappear. Why wouldn't it? So we're just going to put some more cafe looking stuff in here and clutter this up. I really liked going with this build. I really like the industrial vibe. And in the industrial kit, I believe that's what it's called. Well, it is an industrial kit. They have those exposed pipes that you put around the ceiling. They're like venting pipes or heating pipes. And those would really, really go perfect in this building to have all those exposed. I find for me, and this is my personal thing, they're way too big. And they get in the way of my gameplay again. I do play in these spaces. I'm not just building spaces to build spaces. I'm building spaces. I have a clear vision of my sim in this space. And that's how I build. So when things get in my way, I have a tendency to leave them out. But I would love to see a version of this building with those pipes in it that work. Because that would have been the ultimate in industrial vibes in this space. So again, here I'm just cluttering up the cafe area, which I thought this turned out so much cuter, so much cozier than what we had before. Now with all the little donuts and bagels and I want to say banana bread because it's my favorite. All these things that you would be able to buy in a cafe like this. And of course, we're going to make sure everything's not floating, because it's floating. But we'll fix it. So this space here, you can make this public, and upstairs you can make that public. I will show you, there is, I know it doesn't look like it, there is access to that rooftop. You just have to go up the other set of stairs and around the catwalk, and that gives you access to that upstairs lounge. So don't worry, I took out the stairs, but there's still access. So I love that these two things are next to each other. The old phone and the new burglar alarm. How perfect is having those two things next to each other? This is a high-tech factory, converted factory into a high-tech building. And yet we still are going to keep some of those old factory touches. The two things marry so well together. Just going to finish up with a couple little rugs on the floor. There's so many things that you can do in this space, and I really hope you try some of them. I'm giving you one layout, one sort of industrial vibe, but please try another vibe. Try the bohemian vibe. That would be great. Couple little small touches, little rug, and this is going to be our cafe for our high-tech industrial building. Again, you don't want to miss out on the rest of this build. This is going to be a lot of fun. The next thing we're going to do is the robotics lab. A lot of high-tech stuff. And another activity for your Sims. So remember, keep it creative, keep it cozy. I'll see you for the next build.